Residents in Ladysmith are expected to raise several service delivery concerns with President Ramaphosa at the presidential imbizo in the Uthukela District in KwaZulu-Natal today. The imbizo is aimed at getting government to engage directly with ordinary South Africans on these challenges and issues that they face.
Well, thank you very much. We are in a village called Oqungweni here in Ward 29, which is under the Uthukela District Municipality. About 500 meters from where we are, that is where the imbizo, the presidential imbizo, is going to be taking place, where the President of the Republic of South Africa, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, will be engaging community members around this area in Uthukela district to hear their sentiments about issues of service delivery and the challenges thereof when it comes to their day-to-day lives. But of course, we do have with us a few residents that we are going to be engaging as we try and understand what it's like to live in this particular village, in this particular community. Asikubingelele sisimaphindi sikwamukele endabeni. Bese sithala nje ukuthi sibuze ukuthi njengesakhamuzi sala Oqungweni injani impilo?
Impilo inzima kakhulu la Oqungweni, ngazalelwa khona, ngikhulela khona. Angizothini nje angazi ngingachaza ngithini, sisaqilazeke nje kakhulu. Ikakhulukazi imigwaqo yakhona hayi mibi kakhulu, iyadala ingozi, benze ngathi bazokwenza mangabe kusenzeka ingozi. Okubhlungu kakhulu ke iclinic hayi iqhele kakhulu ukunathi. Ikude kakhulu ukuya kwaMteyi na kwaNkosi eclinic kuthatha imali enkulu kakhulu. Uma ungenayo imali uyahlala amaphilisi ungawatholile, kudinga ukuthi uzuboleka imali njengoba singasebenzi. Okwesibili, amanzi sisawabanga nenkomo. Awekho impela amanzi endaweni yasoqungweni, emhlumayo nje amanzi awekho. Okwesithathu, asilokhu imisebenzi ayikho. Okwesine ilokhu savota 1994. Into nje kuthiwa iRDP sayigcina 2011 nakhona yafika ayangaqhubeka kweminye imizi, kwafika uhafu emncane yama-RDP. Thina sazi ukuthi ke kuthiwa umuntu njengoba sithatha certificate mawuphuma esibhedlela usuku usuthatha indle yakho eSouth Africa. Kodwa thina lo hulumeni impela cha, indaba yendlu nje emakhaya into esingayazi. Uma ngabe ukhulelwe sekufanele kushaye izinsuku zakho zokuthi ubelethe, siye sihambe siye ngapha kulezi indawo ko Sunshine na ko Stelville ezine network, senzele ukuthi ke siyohlala khona ukuze uyifonele iambulance mangabe ungakhona, ngoba nawula uyahamba emagqumeni uyokuma, mangabe inetwork ingekho kunomoya lapha emagqumeni awuyitholi iambulance. Mawungenayo ke imali yokuqhasha imoto kusho ukuthi uyozutetele kuphi ekhaya, utete konakala. Okubhlungu kakhulu kuyo lenyanga kunomunye ubhuti omdala kunami wangale kwentaba wakwaSithole okuse ethule endlini, obengena RDP engenalutho, ngicabanga ukuthi besezongena empeshenini. Kwasa eshonile, uvele wathunwa nje ngakusasa, into ebhlungu ngoba ubengenalutho, engahola indawo, engenamshwarensi, engenalutho nje okukhombisa ukuthi eSouth Africa asikakabi naye umuntu obhekelela abantu.
Ngiyazi ukuthi namhlanje kuzoba nembizo la ngaphezulu egroundini la khona umengameli wezwe uRamaphosa ezokwazi ukuthi axoxisane nani njengamalungu omphakathi ukuzwa le hlasimbe ingqinamba enibhekene nazo, ezinye zazo suyibalulile. Unalo yini ithemba lokuthi mhlambe ngokufika kwakhe la zoxoxisana nani khona yini into esangashintsha, kukhona ukuba ngcono kwempilo okuzoba khona? Ngoba mawukhuluma nami uyakubalula ukuthi kusukela ngo1994 impilo yeni nje.
Nginethemba elikhulu kakhulu uma ngabe sekufike yena, ngoba phela sithi noma sivakashileke endaweni lezi edonsa ama TV kweminye imizi, ngoba nawo ngabe ilokhu ungenayo imali ye-DS awukhona ngisho ukubuka iTV. Mangabe kuthukekile wavakasha kulezo ndawo lezo kwabona, siye sibone kwezinye indawo la kadlule khona kuhulumeni ukuthi hayi cha kuye kubonakala. Kodwa thina sazi ke lana ke ukuthi kuyokwenzeka yini, ngoba khona abathi basebenza kuhulumeni kanti basebenzela amakhukhabo, uzobabona sebehamba ngeemoto ezinamasondo amakhulu. Asazi uhulumeni ukuthi engayigada kanjani ke lonto leyo.
Sibonga kulesikhathi sakho ma.
Yebo, nami ngiyabonga kakhulu ukufika kahulumeni la emhlumayo.
Alright. Well, That's basically the sentiment on the ground when it comes to the challenges that are really, confronting the residents of this particular village where we are. She was just mentioning a plethora of challenges that they face as community members. One of them, of course, being the issue, of unemployment, the issue of, lack of roads, and she was mentioning the issue of the cell phone signal. We can actually attest to that problem because as we are speaking, we've had to record this interaction because we cannot be able to connect with the head office in Johannesburg. But of course, that's not the only problem that she was mentioning. She also mentioned the issue of the lack of clinics that they don't have in this particular, village. The issue of water, has also been raised sharply, by some of the residents that we have been speaking to, even in the build-up to this presidential imbizo that is going to be taking place today, where community members will really have a voice in terms of telling the President of the Republic their frustrations, their problems when it comes to the issues of service delivery. But of course, she is not alone. I'm going to now welcome another gentleman who is a young man who's going to take us through the struggles of young people in this particular village. Mfowethu, nawe sikubingelele sikwamukele indabeni. Ebese sikubuza ukuthi njengomuntu omusha ohlala kule sigodi, injani impilo yakho nokuthi iziphi izinto oyibonayo ukuthi cha lezi izinto kufanele zilungiswe?
Sibonge kakhulu ithuba. Impilo inzima kakhulu njengoba sila emakhaya. Ngizokhala kakhulu ngendaba yomgaqo ukuthi la kugcina khona itiyela, imonto zigcina khona eziningi, avuma ukuletha ngapha ngesikhathi santambama, isikhathi santambama ngabo 6 ziyanqamuka zithi ayihamba ubhuqwini zona. Esingakudinga kakhulu la endaweni yakithi, singacela ukuthi uRamaphosa asifakele isikontira, asize ngendaba yamanzi. Ilo bakhala ngokuthi kwafa iphampu ephampa amanzi asuka le phansi Uthukela. Bese ngicela ukuthi njengomfanyana ke obuye ethande ibhola, sicela ukuthi besilungisele inkundla yethu la khona la uRamaphosa akazofikela khona. Okunye okuningi usisi bese kuchazileke, kodwa ke okunye singakucela iclinic ebaluleke kakhulu, besisondezeleke nazo ama-ambulance, ngoba kule ndawo ambulance ukuyifonele ekseni ngabo 7 ngaze ifike ngo4 ntambama. Okunye ke kwakho kusisi bese kuchazile.
Mfowethu, njengomuntu omusha ngiyabona ukuthi ukukhuluma ngendaba lokuthi kuthuthukiswe inkundla yezemidlalo, khona abantu abasha nabo bezoba neqhaza ukuthi bakwazi na ukwenza izinto ezobachithisa isikhathi kwesinye isikhathi futhi zibacije namakhono abo. Uthini ngodaba lwamathuba omsebenzi? Uyafunda, usuqedile ukufunda, esakhe isimo sithini?
Ngokufunda ngihluleke kwa9 angizange ngisaqedela esikoleni, kodwa ke ngokuthuthukisa ukufunda uhulumeni engabasondezela abafundi ama-right ngoba ikude kakhulu la ukusuka la amakhilomitha mangeke ngisakwazi, kodwa ukusuka la uye eMnambithi ingane ihamba ibanga elide kakhulu. Esingakucela ke ukuthi uhulumeni nje asisize ngalokho ukuthi esondezele abafundi i-library. Bese ke sithuthukisa ke nabadlali ke ngoba baningi abadlali laba, kodwa ke ikhono labo ligcina liphelele emoyeni. Yeah.
Wait, now.
Yes,
well, there you have it. That's another resident from this particular, village where we are, speaking from. He's also alluding to the issues of lack of service delivery. He's saying that there are no proper roads in this particular village. Also mentioning the issue of clinic that they desperately need. And as we were engaging with both these residents and some others that could not obviously be on air with us, they were telling us that basically that these problems have been in existence since 1994, and some of them are really skeptical, in terms of whether the arrival of the president will be able, to sort out some of these problems that they have been facing as community members here in the rural village, And also the issue, of sports facilities. The young gentleman has alluded to that issue, saying that there are many talented young, men and women who, unfortunately, end up not being in a position to, equip their or to better their skills in terms of them having access to sporting facilities that can be utilized to improve their their skills, and also better their chances of perhaps, who knows, going professional in terms of whatever it is that they would be wanting to do. But that's the essence really of what people here in this rural village under the Uthukela district are really saying when it comes to the issues of service delivery. They are hoping, of course, some of them, that through their engagement with the president will be able to intervene and expedite the processes of ensuring that service delivery does reach even areas such as this one. And I'm going to ask my colleague Nomhlengubane to just pen on my right, just to give our viewers a sense of just how rural this particular community is. And as we were driving around this community, of course, we were also, witnessing some of the problems and challenges that they are facing. We're talking about the issue of low-lying bridge in some of the areas. That issue has been raised sharply as well. Some of them saying that it becomes unsafe for them, when the issue of the lack of proper bridges is not being addressed, especially when it is raining in some of the, areas in this particular community. But of course, those are just some of the sentiments that continue to be raised by the residents of this particular community where we are. Back to you in Johannesburg for now. Engage with residents of the Alfred Duma local municipality here in Ward 29, where the presidential imbizo is taking place a few meters from where we are. But I'm gonna now introduce Senzo Ndlovu, who is a resident of this particular village where we are, who is also going to shed some light in terms of the day-to-day challenges that they have as residents of this rural village. Babu ukatshena sibingelele sikwamukele indabeni, sibonge kakhulu baba ngesikhathi sakho. Sichazele nje ukuthi sebechazile ngaphambilini ukuthi cha kuneyinkinga eziningi zengqalasizinda, babala udaba lomgwaqo, amanzi, kanjalo nezinsiza kusebenza kwezinye zengxenye zomphakathi. Wena njengesakhamuzi sala, uthini wakho umbono ngokugqoza kokulethwa kwentuthuko?
Angajabula ukuthi sithole intuthuko la uqhungweni, ngoba ngempela sicindezelekile into eziningi nje aseshila usisi. Hayi impela sikiza impela leso simo leso. Njengami nje ipasi anginalo nesitifiketi anginaso. uRamaphosa nje kumanje angimtholi nemali eqola ngaze ngayithola. Abazali anginabo sengasala nje noma mncane naye waganela. Mangihlala ngedwa lapha ekhaya akekho umuntu ongangisiza, nabantu mangithi ngicela usizo bangibukela kude nje bele bazongisiza kuze kube namanje. Njengamanje ngiyozama khona lapha uhulumeni uyohlanganisa yona indaba yepasi nesitifiketi.
Uneminyaka emingaki baba?
Ngina 30.
Una 30. Usuke wazama ukubeka udaba lakho ekhanseleni noma umupho mhlawumbe umholo omphakathi wendawo?
Angeke ngazama emakhanseleni eletha ezongenzela ukuthi ke nami ngibuye ngihambe ke ngitholela amatoho oxovu udaka ngibuye bengabe besayinaka indaba yami futhi. Yeah.
Ngichazele, awunalo ipasi, awunaso certificate, uyile kodwa esikolweni awuzange usiqede isikole?
Ngaya esikoleni ngagcina kwa grade 10. Angisiqedanga impela isikole.
Injani impilo njengesakhamuzi ikakhulu njengoba umuntu omusha obhekene nalezi inselelo obhekene nazo?
Ayikunzima njengamanje ngoba noma kuthiwa kuyoqashwa endaweni ezithile mina angibhilongi khona ngoba nginalo ipasi, anginalo ukuthi anginaso ngisho nesitifiketi. Yeah, inkinga impela yiyo leyo game.
Uthe uneminyaka ewu-30?
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah.
Okay. Siyabonga kakhulu isikhathi sakho Gatsheni.
Yeah, siyabonga.
Well, there you have it. The gentleman here says he's 30 years old, but he doesn't have a birth certificate. He doesn't have an ID book. And obviously he was not able to finish, his secondary education. And he says that he's been trying, to get assistance from even people like your local councillors in this particular area, to ensure that he's provided with an identity document and also, a birth certificate of some sort. But obviously that has not been, happening. And he says that he's going to be, voicing out his frustrations to the president as he engages with the president of the Republic of South Africa during that all-important presidential imbizo that is going to be taking place in about an hour's time from now. Let's also engage another, young person from this rural village. Baba, asikubingelele ngesikhathi sakho Mr. Shabalala. Sikubuze ke wena ukuthi isimo sakho sempilo njengomuntu omusha la endaweni sinjani?
Hayi ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuhlangana nani kwabezindaba. Ngasho nje ukuthi hayi isimo sempilo la emhlumayo uqhungweni sinzima kakhulu. Ngikhuluma nje manje ngineminyaka ewu25 kodwa akukho okusha engake ngakubona kule ndawo selokhu ngaba khona. Ngiyahamba sivakashele ezinye indawo sikubona okuright kwezinye indawo kodwa la emhlumayo akazi kwebiko. Okunye engingakusho la emakhaya sinendawo embi kakhulu. Mhlawumbe nje okunye sikudinga into enjengomgwaqo emgwaqo engene emabaleni uma ngabe mhlawumbe kwenzekile sifuna ukwakha sikwazi ukuthi sithathe lezo zinto zokwakha lezo sibeke ngaphakathi emagcekeni ukunalokho izinto sibeka kude sithwale ngamakhanda osimende itini sithwala ngamakhanda sikusa emagcekeni imigwaqo engene emakhaya ayikho noma ngabe kuthiwa mhlawumbe ke kuyenzeka khona lowo muntu loyo ogula mhlawumbe ongasakhona ukuthi aphume egcekeni ahambe yolinda leyo ambulance emgwaqweni naye futhi umuntu loyo uba inkinga ngoba kusho ukuthi udinga amandla abantu abazomthwala kuyo lamanje lawa ngaka bemnyusele ngaphezulu emgaqweni nakhona emgaqweni lapho hayi ukuthi iambulance izofika imthathe yini isazoma mhlambe nje engahlala no 4 hours emile lapha emgaqweni mangabe uyofona la ukhuphuka intambo uhambe uyofona iambulance ukufika la mhlambe ithathile lawo ma hours hawo lawo ngikhuluma nje uma nje ngilinyalelo umntwana nje kumsomluko wakhululeyo indawo eambulance wopha waze waqeda ukopha umntwana waze walimala ke umntwana ngayi indaba ye network nenendaba yemgwaqo nenendaba ukuthi ambulance mangabe idinga ayitholakala masishana mhlawumbe ukuba nesine clinic ela eduzane waye ngaye clinic eduzane bekwazi ukuthi bemtholele ambulance masishana i-service la asinayo ngempela uma ngabe ukwenzeka into ethile la ufonela amaphoyisa fanele ufonele le enzansi mhlambe sithi kudutshule umuntu nje la ufonele le enzansi leyo veni le iyozifike mhlambe nayo after 2 hours lo muntu osedubulile osebulela kasekho akusakhulunywa lutho ucala impela nje emhlumayo akaze kulunga kakhulu kodwa ke sinethemba ngoba nangu baba umongameli ngathi bathuyeza la kwimbizo ke siyathemba ukuthi uzofika ibone le ndawo ukuthi akusinda ukumela ngabe ihlala abantu bakhe le uma ngabe ukuthi singabantu bakhe siyalidinga kakhulu usizo la endaweni yasemhlumayo.
Shabala sibonga kulesikhathi sakho.
Ngiyabonga nawe.
Well, that's the view again of one of the residents here who says that he's very hopeful that the president, as he's coming here to engage residents, he will be able to make that important intervention in terms of addressing the plight of the community that has been raised time and again when it comes to the issues of lack of service delivery that is in this particular village where we are. The issue of the cell phone signal has also been raised, quite a number of times, some of them saying that even when they try to call an ambulance, it takes hours for them to be able to get that assistance, from the emergency services such as police as well. When they are reporting incidents of crime, it's also another problem for them because there is no cell phone signal in this particular village where we are. I'm gonna just show our viewers the taps that have been running dry from 2019 according to the residents of this community. They're saying that these taps were installed in 2016. Water did come out of the taps when they were installed, but since then, since 2019, these taps have been in this particular condition where there is basically no water for the residents of this village. They are still hopeful though that the arrival of the president is going to make some difference in terms of expediting the processes of ensuring that they do get the much needed assistance that they need when it comes to the issue of addressing their service delivery needs. It's back to you in Johannesburg.